What's up? Today in this video we will be learning about basics of GitHub, and that will consist of only the CLI, that is the command line interface. Only that. We are not doing the graphical interface like dragging and dropping stuff, only the commands. So what exactly is GitHub? It is a platform that uses the Git, the system. And what is Git? Git is a distributed version control system. There is another version control system, and that is the centralized version control system. We'll see about that in a bit. And so what more we can know about GitHub is that it is for managing your applications, projects and code in versions. Like you don't have to do, like you did a change and you want to rebag it, like want to go on the next previous version. So that's what you can do with this. And also it is for contributing to open source projects, like those projects whose source are openly publicly available for everyone to change. There will be no charge on them if they use that project's source code. So that's what open source is. And also if you are working in a team on a project, you can also use GitHub as a medium for everyone who are working remotely can work on the similar project at the same time without even interacting in the physical environment. So you can all do your work in a virtual environment. That's what it is. Clone, pull, commit and push. Well, the clone, pull, commit and push are the basic commands of Git. So using these commands, we do all the things. Like clone, we are downloading the project on our local machines. Pulling, that is, we are updating the project. And committing it, when we do a change, we commit to that change. And then push means whatever change we did, we'll push it to the GitHub. So that's what it is. Now here's the workflow. We have created a new feature, that is a new branch. Then we do something on it, some changes. We make a pull request, that is, I've made these changes. Please pull this change to the main branch. Merge it. So here a discussion happens. And when they all approve to it, they do the merging to the main branch, where all the major features are done, and that's the master thing, the project, the main project. Here it is. All the other branches are the different versions of it. And this is what a distributed version control system looks like. Like the same project is distributed among the different computers, so they all have the same thing ongoing. If one of them fails or corrupts, nothing to worry. They all have the versions in their own PCs or their computers. So that is the benefit of having a distributed version control system. Now, in this video, it will be divided into 4 steps. The first step will be setting up all the stuff like your GitHub profile, the Git package, and all that stuff. Now, on to the second step, it's logging into your terminal, like setting up your profile and logging through the terminal. So your terminal will be ready to do the commands and stuff, like interacting with the GitHub server. And the third step, the usual Git commands, like we'll do the commit, push and pull, stuff like that. And in the last step, we'll do the branching. So in the previous step, we did this, like this branching system we will be learning through the command line. So we'll be using some commands to do the branching. That's all.
Let's get started. So let's start our first step, that will be setting up our GitHub profile and downloading the Git package, that is you can see here. So let's head to our GitHub. So I hope you all have your GitHub account. If not, sign that up. So let's go to github.com. Now if you haven't signed it up, please let me show you how you can do the sign up thing. So let's open private window. Now github.com, we'll go to github.com. Now if you haven't signed up, like you haven't registered for GitHub, you have no account, you can create one. It's very easy. Now let it load. So here you can sign up from here. Click on the sign up page. It will open up a page for joining. So create your account. Here you have to give your username, email address, password, and then verify your account, then select a plan, and the plan will be free of cost. And if you want a pro, you can forget about that for now, that will come later. So select a plan that will be free of cost. So there you go, you have your account. Log into it. Once you log into, you will get a new page like this. When you log into your GitHub account, you will not see something like this. I'm having some repositories here listed here. You will get an empty one here. So we have all this. Then we want to just directly communicate with our GitHub repository here on this platform from our local machine without going to the website. We want to make changes to our projects on here. So how we gonna do that? For that, there is a package called Git on which the GitHub works. So on Windows, it is a software, so we have to download that software. Just search Git on Google. The very first link, you want the very first link, just go on to it, gitscm.com. Now here, if you have a 64-bit architecture, you will download directly from here, or you can use something else like GitHub GUIs from here. I have already downloaded, so you can download it from here. Now let's close it all. I've already downloaded it. So here you can see you have to double click it. Now this will open up a prompt. I've already installed it also. You can install it, just click next, and let it be like this. You can have additional icon on the desktop, that's fine for me. Click next, just next, and this will say use Vim, or you can use anything else. The default one is okay. Now here, this is the important one. Now the one thing is, use Git from Git bash only. You can use the Git only from this software, or Git from the command line, and also from third-party softwares like any other terminal or something similar to the command prompt, or use the Git and optional Unix tools from command prompt. So what we are going to do is just letting it be like this. So the recommended one is okay. We'll press next. OpenSSL, we'll press next for this also, next for this also, and just press next. Now let it happen. I've already installed it, so I don't want to install it over it, so you have to install the whole one. I'm exiting it from now. Rolling back changes, let it be. Now once you have installed, you have to log into your, when you right click anywhere, you will get this thing, Git bash here. You can use the GUI, but we are not using the GUI one, so we are using the bash, that is the command line interface thing. Click on that. It will open up the terminal, that this Git bash from where you have right clicked on. So I have right click on the desktop, it will open in desktop, and if you have opened a different directory, it will open that directory on this. So first we have to configure our git bash so that it will know who is using it. That will be your username and email. So how are we going to do that? There is a simple command for it, that is git config -- global, and for username we'll set our own unique username. So user.name space double quotations, and in between those quotations you're going to put your own username. So for mine is soyokazeha, so I'm using that, my official one. So press enter, everything's done. Now we are going to configure our email address. So for that, same command, okay, config -- global user dot. Now here first we have used the name, now we are going to use the email. So email, again double quotations, and here comes your email address. So press enter for now. Now everything's done here. Now some of you will be wondering, it haven't asked for the password, so how it can authenticate ourselves. So it will come later when you'll do the first push, like first change to your repository. It will ask for password, like you have to authenticate yourself on your first push when you're configuring your bash. So we'll do that in the next step when we are looking into the basics, like the git commands. Now the configuring is done. We'll head over to our GitHub account and make some repository. Let me tell you how to make your own repository. So in that we will be doing our changes. For this video I will be pushing all the git commands into it. So I'll be making a markdown file, and in that I will be writing all the commands. So you need not to worry about that. Let's head over to GitHub. Now our GitHub account has loaded. So how to make a new repository? So here you can see a plus sign. So we'll click on it. You will see new repository. So we'll click on it. Now here it is my own username, and instead of this you will get your own username and your profile pic, and here a repository name. So the repository name should not consist of any spaces or any other special characters that it doesn't allow. So for this I'll use git commands, git_commands. So that is done. You can give your description. I'll give it just simple git commands. That's it. Now here either you can put it publicly that everyone can see it, like whoever come to your profile, visits your profile can see it. Private, only you can see it, nobody else can. So that's what the difference is. You can initialize your repository with a readme. So here readme will be a markdown, so it will give you a project description. We'll see that in a bit. So I'm not checking it up now. Let's create. Once you have created your repository, this is what you're going to see. So there's so much of here going on. Now you can read it here now, that what we are going to do next. So whatever you are seeing here is we'll cover it up in the next step. That will be our step 3, usual git commands. So I'll tell you that everything about it in description, in detail about that, and about what link this is, the HTTPS link. So let's head over to our next step. Now everything is done. So the configuring is done. We made a repository on GitHub. So what we're going to do next is make a local repository. So a folder repository is just a place where you keep everything. So that's just a fancy word. So what we're gonna do is first make a folder, name it anything you want. So it is not necessary to name it after the GitHub repository name, it could be anything, but for sake of convenience I'm gonna just name it just the same. So git commands. Now we'll open it, and in this we're going to open our git bash in this folder, in whichever folder you are going to make your projects. So it need not to be empty. If you have something in it, you can do it also. So whatever changes you have in that, in the future you will have to push that on that GitHub repository. So now the folder, we made a folder, we opened a git bash in it. The first command we're going to do is we will initialize this folder as a GitHub repository, so we can link it with the GitHub server or our own GitHub profile. So for that we'll use a command git init for initializing this folder as a Git repository. So press enter. Now it says initialized empty Git repository in the path, whatever the path it will have. Now what next we are going to do is link this folder to our GitHub repository. Remember that link I was talking about, the HTTPS and SSH? Well, if not, we'll see it now. So for that we'll need that link. So let's head over to our GitHub account. So mine is already logged in, so all I have to do is just search github.com. Now we'll search for our repository. You can search it here. So the repository's name was git commands. So here it came up, git commands. So we'll head it in it. So the command, the link that I was talking about is this link. It should not be SSH, it should be HTTPS. We're dealing with the HTTPS thing here, not the SSH, so make sure of that. We'll copy it. You can copy it from here. Now the command that I was talking about is git remote add origin and that link. So keep sure of it that you don't do the control V here, so because it will add a special character in front of it that you will not see, but it will give an error in later when we are committing your changes and pushing it to the Git repository. So we are going to do it the typical way, that is right clicking on the git bash and selecting the paste. So paste it. Now press enter. Now the link is added. If you want to check it that everything is done properly and it configured correctly, so there is again a command that is git config list. So git config space hyphen list. So we'll get a number of variables and equal to, so The only thing we are worried about is the username, that is your username, and the user email, that is your email, and one more, and that is the remote origin URL. That is what you have linked it with, that is your own GitHub repositories link. It is same as that. Now press Q to end it. Okay, press Q. Now let's clear it up again. So it is empty right now. So if we check the status, for checking the status of your project, there is a command git status. Press enter. So on branch master, that is this branch, that is the by default branch. You can make more branches. We'll see that in the last step, that is the step 4 branching. No commits yet and nothing to commit because we haven't done anything in it. So what we're going to do is make a file. So if you're using a Linux, that there is a command that is touch, that is used to make files. So we'll make a file name git commands or git cm. Okay, that is fine, git cm, and its extension. So it will be a markdown file, so .md. So press enter. Now you will see we made a new file here. So if we now check the status of this repository, the local repository, it will show that untracked files, that is this, it is marked with red, that is it is not added in the list. It is not added in the queue that we are going to commit. Let's see, before committing our changes, we have to add them. So the git system will know that what thing is to be committed and when. So we'll use a command called git add and space. For adding everything, we use a flag that is -a. Press enter. Now everything is added. Now if we again check the status, it is now marked with green, changes to be committed. So now these changes are added. Now we have to commit it. So we'll use a new command, that is git commit space m. Now this flag -m is for typing the message. Message is like whenever you do a commit, you add a message to it. Like it is for your own convenience that I've added this, so you can write anything. I will just write file added. Now enter. Now the commit is done. Now the last thing which I was talking about in the last step, that when you do your first push and when you have freshly configured everything, you haven't authenticated yourself on the git bash, it will ask for the password. So now here it's going to ask for it. So for that we'll use git push master origin. Sorry, my bad, it's origin master. That is the origin is the master branch. So here it will be the master, it will be the branch name in which you are going to push the changes. That is, you are uploading now. From add to commit, the file is not uploaded on the GitHub repository. It is just you can say made it in a queue ready for uploading in your repository. So now I'll press enter, wait for some time. Now it will ask for password. I'll wait for it. Now here you see a new window is open. Here you have to put your username or email. I'm using my username, so soyokazeha. Now the password. Now login. So log in with your correct credentials. So now it will push. Now here everything is done. The new branch, master to master, everything is done. So now let's check our status. Git status. Now there is nothing to commit. The work tree is clean. Now let's head over to our repository. So we haven't done anything GUI, only we have used some commands and used the command line interface. So we'll reload it, and what you will see is we had a new file, and the message that I was talking about, the commit message, is this: the file added. It will show us here. Now when you see that whatever commit, it has only one commit, so the more you do your commits, the more it will show up here. And that's what the simple git commands are. I'm going to update this. And also let's do something. If someone changed this, if you change it from the repository, like from this, so it is a common sense that it will not reflect it on your local machine. For that you have to use another command, that is git pull. We'll see. First let's make some changes. Now git commands. Now let's commit our changes. Now from here you will do the committing and all. So we have changed something. Now here when you will press like git pull, press enter, so it will pull that update from. So here it says it is not defined from which branch it should pull. So for that we have to specify that branch. So just like push, we have to specify our branch, like git pull origin master. Sorry, my bad. No. It will pull any change. So here you can see fast forwarded, one file change and one insertion. So let's see, we'll double click on it. Does it have any change? Yes, it has change. Before that we had no change, we haven't changed anything, so it was empty, but now it has some changes. So this is how you do your work in a synchronized, in a synced way. Like if you are working with a team, so we'll check about the branching and stuff in the next step. So let's head over that. Now to create a new branch, we use a command that is git. Branch is nothing but it is a copied current version of your master branch, and whatever experiment you're going to do, you will do in that branch, and you can merge that in a later future. Now to add a new branch, you use a new command that is git branch. Sorry, again, my bad. Git branch space and the name of your branch. So for this I'll name it branch underscore new. So press enter. So a new branch is created. Now how will you know that? For that we again have a command that is branch git branch -a to know all the branches you have on this current project. So here you see a new branch new, it's a new branch. So to switch on that branch, you do git branch, you use a command that is git checkout space the branch name. So do we have a branch name? I've just press tab, that will do the auto completion thing. So now press enter. Now you can see here, first we had this master bracket master written over here. Now it's written branch new, so this we have switched to a new branch. So that's all. Let's wrap it up. So everything is done. We have done the branching, we have done the basic kits. So if you like this video, like it, subscribe if you haven't subscribed it yet, and if you have subscribed, click that bell icon for notification. If you have done all, appreciated. Thank you for watching. Share it if you like this video to help your friends and all. So cheers, bye for now.